All right, so for chapter 9, it's simply this prompt. And you need to have some context by reading the chapter to understand why like you're reading this letter. So what I need you guys to do is you're gonna read Mandela's letter below, and for each paragraph you're gonna provide a brief summary. Okay, brief summary of the content in your words. And this is a little bit of context right here. On January 31st, in 1985, South African President P.W. Botha, speaking in Parliament, again, Parliament are the ones that make laws, offered Mandela his freedom on condition that he unconditionally rejected violence as a political weapon. So saying that if Mandela says that he's not going to use violence as a weapon for civil rights, then he will get his freedom. His daughter Zinzi read Mandela's reply to this offer to a mass meeting in Jabulani Stadium, Soweto, on 10 February 1985. Below is an excerpt, that means a portion, okay, of the text and responses read by publicly by Zinzi. And I provided this example right here. The quote is with this one, so let me read this one. And again, this is not the daughter reading this, but it's simply Mandela, and the daughter read this aloud to the whole crowd. I am surprised at the conditions that the government wants to impose on me, enforce on him. I am not a violent man. My colleagues and I wrote in 1952 to Daniel Francois Milan asking for a round table conference to find solution to the problems of our country. But that was ignored. When Johannes Gortra Strijdom was in power, we made the same offer. Again, it was ignored. When Verwoerd was in power, we asked for a national convention for all people in South Africa to decide on their future. This too was ignored. And this is an example summary. Why does the government want me to say I won't support violence? I'm a peaceful man, and I try many times to peacefully solve this problem with the government, but they have ignored me when I talk. Okay, just as brief as at least 2 sentences. Okay, all right, and I'll read this aloud for other scholars who prefer that, and I'll break it down. Okay, it was only then when all the other forms of resistance, that means to like fight against, were no longer open to us, that we turned to armed struggle violence. So basically, they went from peaceful and into violence because they had no other option. Let President Botha show that he is different to Malan, Strijdom, and Verwoerd. Let him renounce violence. Let him say that he will destroy apartheid. Let him make the African National Congress legal again. Remember, that's the ANC. Let him free all who have been imprisoned, banished, or exiled for the opposition to apartheid. Let him guarantee freedom, free political activity, so the people may decide who will govern them. Okay. I cherish my own freedom dearly. Again, this is Mandela. But I care even more for your freedom. Too many have died since I went to prison. Too many have suffered for the love of freedom. I owe it to their widows, to their orphans, to their mothers, and to their fathers who have grieved, crying, and wept for them. Not only have I suffered during this long, lonely, wasted years, I am not less loving than you are, but I cannot sell my birthright, nor am I prepared to sell my birthright of the people to be free. I am in prison as the representative of the people and your organization, the African National Congress, which was banned. Okay, so this is where he's expressing about why the reason why he's still doing this. All right, what freedom am I being offered with while the organization of the people, the ANC, remains banned? What freedom am I being offered when I may be arrested on a past offense? What freedom am I being offered to live my life as a family with my dear wife who remains banished in banishment? What freedom am I being offered when I must ask for permission to live in an urban area? What freedom am I being offered when I need to stamp my pass to seek work? What freedom am I being offered when my very South African citizenship is not respected? So he's going through a list of grievances of what's the rationale, what kind of freedom does he have, and by taking that offer while all these things are happening. And then lastly, only free men can negotiate. Prisoners cannot enter into the contracts. Herman Tovio Jacques Toyo, when Fred never gave any undertaking, nor was he called upon to do so. I cannot and will not give any undertaking at the time when I and you, the people, are not free. Your freedom and mine cannot be separated. I will return. Okay? So again, in 2 sentences, please summarize each of those 3 paragraphs. Excuse me, 4. And that's going to conclude the assignment again. Okay, and again, so chapter 9, you have to read chapter 9 in order to get context to understand, okay, so what's the purpose of this letter that he wrote, okay? All right, with that said, that concludes the lesson for today.